If we look at the Quran, chapter 19, verse 27, for example, it says, it talks about Mary. It talks about how she gave birth to a son, to Jesus. And when the verse describes her, it talks about her, or it describes people reprimanding Mary for what she has done, because they are accusing her of having a baby out of wedlock. And they say, "Oh Mary, sister of Aron, what have you done? Your father and your mother were pious people." So we have this verse. This is in 27 and 28 of chapter 19 in the Quran. We have these verses which say sister of Aron, and this kind of raises a little bit of a red flag and makes us think, wait a minute, what does sister of Aron exactly mean? Mother Mary didn't have a brother named Aron. There was no such significant figure. There is a person named Mary, named Maryam in Arabic, or Miriam, in biblical tradition, whose brother was Aaron. And that is a completely distinct person. So when we raise this objection and say, isn't the Quran making a mistake here? Isn't the Quran confusing something? We then get a response to that from Muslims generally, that this is not a mistake. This is supposed to be a title, or supposed to be metaphorical. They say what the Quran means here is that Mary, mother of Jesus, is called sister of Aaron by those people back then, as the Quran describes it, because Aaron was an important prophet, and because Mary was from Aaron's lineage, and this was very significant to the people, which is why they somehow called her sister of Aaron in that moment. This is a very interesting response which they make, because this was not the original response. I mean, the lineage of her, at least, was not, or this detailed description was not the response that Muhammad gave. In the time of Muhammad, when we look at the hadith, there is a specific hadith in Sahih Muslim 2135, which explains that in the time of Muhammad, when a companion of Muhammad went to the Christians of Najran, the Christians said to him, "You recite in your Quran Mary, sister of Aaron," but Mary didn't have a sister of Aaron. Aaron and Moses were, a very long time apart from Mary. And when this companion goes back to Muhammad, Muhammad then responds and says, well, people back in those days would refer to people, by the names of important prophets and people who came before them. That's what Muhammad says. So he doesn't actually give a detailed explanation to this, but nowadays Muslims give some explanation to this. They apparently try to give a better explanation than Muhammad did. So it talks about, as said, about Imran, and how Mary is the daughter of Imran, and it makes you think, who is Imran? Who is Imran within the context of biblical tradition? Well, Imran is Arabic for Amram, which is the Hebrew name. Amram. Arabic is Imran is the Arabic version of that. In the Bible, there is a character known as Amram, and that Amram in the Bible is the father of Moses and Aaron, and he plays some significance, and he is important, precious, because he's known traditionally as somebody who is sinless, pure, and or he has not committed sins, and he was a very pious man. And funny thing is here, of course, the connections begin to appear. That person, Amram, in the Bible, has two sons named Moses and Aron, as we know. And then he also has a daughter named Miriam, which
exactly.
in Arabic is Maryam, which is the exact same name that also Mother Mary is known by. So Mother Mary is Maryam, prophetess Miriam in the Bible is Maryam. And in the Bible, this prophetess Miriam has a brother named Aron and a brother named Moses and a father named Amram, which in Arabic is Imran. And that raises some big issues already, right?
Right.
If you look into it, you have this figure Amram in the Bible. He is important. In the Quran, this figure Imran is supposed to be important. But why is he important? And why is this specific Imran not mentioned in the Quran? Why does the Quran only refer to a different Imran who does not appear in the biblical history? If you want to look at who Mother Mary's father actually was, according to the Christian tradition, because that's where he initially appears and that's where his significance lies, you will find that in the early Christian texts and traditions, the father of Mary, as much as this is not no longer part of or as much as this is not part of the New Testament and of the Gospels, this is found in apocryphal texts, but known to be tradition, which is honored by many Christians around the world. The father of Mary is known as Joachim or Joachim,
That's right.
which in Hebrew is Yehoiakim.